DFW International Airport is one of the most frequently visited super hub airports in the world. Centered between owner cities, Dallas and Fort Worth, Texas, DFW Airport also serves as a major job generator for North Texas region by connecting people through business and leisure travel. Thanks to more than 2,000 employees and 500 volunteers of DFW Airport who continually go above and beyond to take care of our customers, and through their dedication, DFW continues to be recognized as one of the best airports in the world. DFW Airport has implemented a virtual assistant program to provide passengers the opportunity for one-on-one virtual interaction with a live person in a touchless environment for travel assistance. Passengers are happy to see a live person who is knowledgeable and eager to help. Volunteers are happy to assist from the comfort and safety of their homes. The virtual assistant program augments the airport's ambassador volunteer program, which was temporarily suspended for any on-site volunteering due to the global pandemic. Even after volunteers return on-site at DFW Airport, the virtual assistant will continue as an expansion of the current volunteer program. The technology allows the program the opportunity to expand the current volunteer hours and to offer the option to volunteers who do not have transportation. The success of the DFW Virtual Assistant provides unique ways to interact with more customers while increasing the efficiencies of our existing Ambassador Volunteer Program resources. DFW is known for our customer-centric focus. The DFW Airport Ambassador Program provides exemplary customer service which meets or exceeds customer needs, making DFW International Airport the airport of choice for the 21st century. Ambassadors offer friendly, accurate, and up-to-date assistance while answering questions regarding airport services and facilities, and by providing flight information and assistance and other information in a friendly and welcoming manner. Our ambassador volunteers provide DFW customers with a memorable experience. Our volunteers work together with our customer experience teams to ensure the airport is clean, working, and friendly, as well as safe and ready for our customers. When the pandemic began, DFW suspended its 500-plus person ambassador volunteer program to safeguard our volunteers. While the passenger volume has decreased in the terminals since 2019, we are seeing a rebound, and there's a continuous need to provide our passengers with personalized assistance through their travel journey, especially since some of DFW's workforce was virtual during the pandemic. Our project goal was twofold. One, continue to provide our passengers access to a person who can assist them with their travel information, directions through their journey, and engage our tenured volunteers to provide helpful travel information to customers without being in person at the airport. The virtual assistant truly provided our volunteers the opportunity for a safe and socially distant way to serve the customer. It also kept our volunteers engaged and their airport knowledge current through the pandemic. The knowledge and tenure of the volunteers were welcome during a time of duress and unforeseen challenges.
To be given the opportunity to be there for them, and it was awesome. I couldn't wait to get trained to, okay, I'm not driving to the airport once a week now. They had cut the shifts from 4 to 2, so I was two different days I was able to actually be there for the passengers.
I think a lot of the people that are traveling through the airport, they're busy, they know what they want to do, they're confused, and they didn't really think we were real. That was the fun part.
When they come off that jetway and they've got their boarding pass in their hands, they're looking for help. And I think it gave us a way to help them. Even though it wasn't being there, but they're still looking for somebody to tell them where to go.
The Ambassador Volunteer Program was previously solely reliant on in-person assistance. The virtual assistant allowed us to enhance and broaden the program to include expanded volunteer demographics, talent, skill set to match our customer segmentation, expand opportunities for those who are in school, mobility impaired, employed, and those with limited access to transportation. Tailored levels of personalized assistance for our customer needs, assurance of a safe working environment in times of emergency or irregular operations, increased efficiencies of our existing resources when the ambassador program resumed, aligned program that is future-facing and enables technology to both support the customer and the volunteer. DFW is recognized for our innovation, leadership, drive for excellence, and talented employees and volunteers. However, we must keep challenging ourselves to drive even stronger performance, growth, and results for the benefit of our continued success. Working with our technology programs team, we shared the innovative idea with a selected group of volunteers. Many were excited to be able to visit with the customers again. Others were interested in learning more about the technology and how to make it possible to volunteer from the safety of their home. Customers accustomed to receiving in-person assistance were quick to adapt to the virtual service due to the increased use of technology to communicate during the pandemic. Customers were enthused to receive help from a smiling staff or volunteer who did not have to wear a face covering while providing them assistance. This was a safe and confident way to help the traveling public during the time. Customers were initially surprised by the virtual assistance and the service that was available. However, they were appreciative of it. Examples of feedback were, "Wow, you're a real person. This is so cool. Thank you so much." DFW's Customer Insights and Analytics team were able to capture customer feedback after real-time service in the terminals, along with the experience of the volunteer. Initially introducing the concept was exciting and liberating for many of our volunteers. However, when it came time to access the application and ensure the settings were accurate for going live as the virtual assistant, there was hesitation and apprehension. A comfort level came slowly to some of the volunteers. We focused efforts on training the 30 volunteers who initially committed to participating in this innovative opportunity. We recognized volunteers who had served during the unique time in the airport's history, whether that be recognition on social media, among their peer group of volunteers, and sharing their good work with executive leadership. This brought about more interest in volunteering as a virtual assistant.
If there's training for this, I really would love to become a virtual ambassador. However, I didn't realize that she did the training individually for each and every person that wanted to do this. That's a lot. But she said, sure, fine, I'll put you on the list, we'll get you trained. And we did it all virtually. I was at home in my office, she was in the office as well, and she did all the training and told us how to do all this, download the Teams file. It was excellent training.
After trying it a few times, getting it on the computer, it really wasn't too bad to get it working and playing with it each day a little bit, so that every day that you logged in for your virtual time, it got easier and easier. So the nice thing about that, though, it really wasn't real difficult, because I'm afraid not only myself or others might have been scared off by the prospect of having to get too technical.
Our solution was to enhance the technical knowledge of our ambassador volunteers and provide more detail in the volunteer training. We also tested their access with them and stayed on call with them during their dry run. Initially, we dispatched staff during a dry run to pose as a passenger in the terminal. First, utilizing paid employees to test the equipment, platform, and customer engagement, we were then able to guide our volunteers through the process after over a month of firsthand DFW Airport employee experience. This included documenting and measuring not only the frequency of customer engagement, but the types of questions being asked by the customers. Each employee and volunteer were provided with a spreadsheet to document the questions and how those questions were answered. This particular use case was unique. Microsoft was enthusiastic about working with DFW and helped us develop a script running in the background. This allowed the kiosk to continuously search for new incoming calls and auto-answer those calls, eliminating the need for someone to be present in the terminals to activate the on-screen interaction. It was exciting to see how the updated Teams conference meeting application, along with the additional hardware, cameras, microphones, and speakers, at a 22 by 28 inch touchscreen monitor had transformed into a public-facing virtual interactive experience. During a 2-month period of holiday travel, our volunteers were scheduled during peak hours of 2-hour shifts. During this period, volunteers logged over 500 hours, in excess of 3,000 customer interactions providing assistance to passengers were accounted for. This unique solution provides a touchless option for personal assistance to our passengers in the DFW terminals, also providing our volunteers with the opportunity for continual interaction from the safety of their homes using their personal devices. We have received inquiries and requests for meetings from multiple airports and transportation authorities seeking information on this innovative approach and the success of this program. The benefits of the virtual touchless interactive solution will continue after the pandemic is over. DFW prides itself on the opportunity to provide passengers an opportunity to share their feedback through satisfaction surveys or to email us at askdfw@dfwairport.com. DFW Airport is one of the busiest airports in the world based on the number of operations and passengers. We serve more than 150 domestic non-stop destinations and more than 50 international destinations and have 20 cargo airlines providing worldwide freighter service. To ensure customer satisfaction across all facets of the airport, DFW tracks multiple customer satisfaction scores. Working with our Insights, Analytics, and Standards team, we established goals and metrics to ensure we could measure the benefits to our passengers, volunteers, and DFW Airport in 4 areas we evaluated the success of this program. A volunteer survey was conducted to identify the satisfaction level of volunteers participating as a DFW virtual assistant and rating the comfort level of the volunteer. Ambassadors completely agreed that they were well trained and felt safe performing the service 100%. A customer survey was conducted to identify the customer satisfaction level after interacting with the live virtual assistant and rating the customer's comfort level with that interaction. Overall satisfaction with the live virtual experience was 90%. Customer interaction volume to exceed the initial week of interactions of 238. Customer interactions are measured weekly to determine the success of the goal. Every week, interactions have exceeded the goal by an average of 35%. The kiosk was staffed 60% or more. Staffing schedules are measured weekly to determine the success of the goal. Every week, kiosk staffing has exceeded the goal by over 10%. The initial 2 locations of the virtual assistant program met or exceeded all success metrics. These 2 locations continue to provide customers with a touchless personal assistant, while the program details for expansion are in development. Volunteer feedback was essential to improving the project. This could include adjusting the volume of the kiosk or adjusting the camera's angle to better assist the customer. More specifically, with the information we received, we're considering adding additional locations, possibly increasing the volunteer opportunity to 50 volunteers in the virtual assistant role. We are also exploring additional capabilities for the platform, which would include volunteers can log in to different kiosks as needed and assist the customers virtually. Customers are always provided live assistance or automatic after-hours contact information. Wayfinding information, directional arrows, and maps can be displayed. Multilingual live voice-to-text translation services. QR codes can be promoted throughout the airport in high-need areas where we don't currently have a physical volunteer present. Accessibility via web browser on any device for customers and volunteers. This was an innovative and insightful transformation that we were able to implement with the help of our partners. Microsoft was eager to participate as they had not utilized this tool for a type of application for public interaction, and it became an innovative win for them. Our internal teams, such as our information technology services and communications and marketing teams, were ready for the challenge. Social media was abuzz with our passengers sharing photos of their interaction and sharing how great it was to safely receive assistance virtually. For DFW Airport, this implementation was a virtual concept that will continue to be appreciated as passenger volume increases and as DFW Airport transforms travel.